Hello and welcome to Phuket Insight. This week we're at Legend Music Recording Studio in Phuket to meet some special people who have done a lot to help people affected by disaster in southern Thailand and in Japan. The event is Love Aid Phuket, which has brought a lot of musicians together on the island to help raise money to give to disaster victims in southern Thailand who have been affected by floods and obviously disaster victims in Japan. So let's go ahead and meet the owner of Legend Music, Gary Kraus, and the man who helped write some very special music, Rob Cook.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Phuket Insight.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. All right. Let's start with Gary. Now, Legend Music's been here, how long now in Phuket?
The studio has been open for about a year, approaching a year now.
Okay.
It's been an interesting and a busy year.
All right. Okay. Now you brought your studio and all your equipment from South Africa to here. Can you give us a little bit of background of what you were doing in South Africa?
Yes, sure. I started a record company about 12 or 13 years ago called Legend Music, and one of the biggest expenses in running a record company is getting albums recorded.
Okay.
So the next logical step was to open a recording studio, which I then did, and then subsequently almost dumped the label. Anyway, long story short, we came on holiday to Phuket about 6 years ago for the first time. And like most people that visit the island, they just never want to leave. So we kept coming back and making plans. And then eventually there was a logical time in our lives where we decided, well, let's relocate the studio to Paradise and, go and do what we were doing in South Africa in Phuket. And that's exactly what happened. So we shipped all our stuff over. And like I say, we've been here for about a year now.
Okay. So, how else did you see Phuket as a...
Phuket is a very strange and mystical place. It's a paradise island, firstly and foremostly, but it is a small island, and it is an island. So you have this sort of small town existence where you see the same phases and the same gossip, and you can get sucked into small town living. However, because it is a destination, and it is a tropical island, you get a lot of visitors coming to Phuket on holiday from all walks of life.
Okay.
So because we loved it, we kind of just figured, well, if we base our studio here and build the studio here, people will come. People that already are coming to the island will now have somewhere to come and record, lay down demos, record proper albums, do whatever they do. And I have to say that the vision has kind of worked out so far. So far so good.
All right. So you're actually calling yourself a destination studio.
Yes. In Johannesburg we were just a studio, and here in Phuket we're a destination studio. You've actually got to go somewhere to get to us.
Right. Okay. And now just give us an idea of some of the people you've worked with here.
Wow. I've had the opportunity to meet some fantastic people in Phuket, and again, only in Phuket because it is this magical and mystical place. I'd been on the island probably 2 months when I was introduced to Boy George, which was fantastic. I mean, I'd been following Culture Club since I was yay high, and to actually get to meet Boy George was a real highlight for me.
Okay.
And again, only because we were in Phuket.
Right.
If he was in Johannesburg, it would have been much harder.
Or
I guess even if we were in Bangkok, it would have been much harder.
Right.
But we were in Phuket.
Okay.
Since moving to Phuket, we've done some strange and a lot of different types of business. So we've recorded some bands that came out for the Phuket Blues Fest. Some guys from Sweden. We've done some local rock projects, DJ projects, disco projects. We've done voiceovers for American companies, HBO. They sent around a well-known actor called Liev Schreiber. Didn't warn us that somebody famous was coming. So, when he arrived and walked through the door, we were like, "Oh my God, he's famous!" But nonetheless, a wonderful human being, and he came in a couple of times to do some long voiceovers for HBO in New York. We've also hosted Donna Summer and her entire entourage when she came and played a concert out here.
Okay.
They booked the studio for rehearsals.
Okay.
Again, wonderful, different, exciting.
Right.
And then we've had Dutch television crews, Australians, you name it. There's so many that walk through the door, literally on a daily basis.
Okay, great. Sounds good. So Phuket really is a hub for a lot of artistic and musical things that are going on.
It is.
At the international level.
There are so many talented people that live on this island. Famous, not famous, amateur, pro, but just so many talented people.
Right. Okay. So when Love Aid Phuket came around, you got involved, and Rob, with writing some music and producing music here. Rob, would you like to tell us a little bit about how that came about, writing the music?
Yeah, sure. Just backtracking a little bit, I met Gary, it's nearly a year ago now, I guess about 9 months ago, and then we seemed to have a few similar things in common, like making music, that kind of thing. And so we started writing various bits and pieces together, and that started to work out quite well. So it seemed quite natural when Gary gave me a call to say that he'd been invited to write a song for the Love Aid Phuket project, and so he said, "Would you like to help me?" Yeah, so absolutely, it felt totally natural to do that. So we got together the very next day, and by the end of the day, we had a song, which we were both pretty proud of. Then we decided, okay, well, now what we need to do is give it some of the Band-Aid style treatment, and we need to invite people from the island who the talented people that Gary's already referred to, to come in and make something really special out of it, because we had the basis for a really good song. And, so that's pretty much what happened.
Okay, sorry, the name of the song, which we haven't mentioned yet.
Absolutely. The name of the song is Shine a Loving Light, and it's just one of those titles that kind of fell out onto the page. It just felt right. We wanted to write a song, because obviously we've been invited to write a song to help victims of a tragedy, or various tragedies. So we didn't want this, but we didn't want the song to sound tragic or on a down or anything like that. So we tried to write a song that was a bit more universally uplifting, positive, optimistic, if you like, and just to try and remind people of the nice side of humanity, the sharing side, the love side. As cliched as it sounds, they are the things that help. So we thought, well, let's just write a song about acknowledging that we're all together in this and help each other out. And so I think it works for anything. It's not just a song for a disaster. It's a song to, I hope to wake people up to something good.
It's a song to live by,
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. And actually, you got a very positive and quick response from many of the island's artists.
Absolutely. Well, we've done quite a lot of work with a lot of the really big, talented artists on the island. But in this particular project, we wanted to cover all bases. So young, old, famous, not famous, pro, amateur. We wanted to get them all together. And through the various channels, we got hold of the British International School, the Rock School. They have a choir, and we asked them if they'd like to participate, and sent them a copy of the song, and they were all too happy just to bring their choir in and do something for us. We also, through various forms, through Facebook and email and phone calls, we put the word out on the island and said, listen guys, we want people to come in and contribute to this song. If you need a copy of it to learn it, we'll send it to you. And we had to pick a particular date because we wanted to capture it all on video. And it was going to be a lot easier to get everybody here at a single time for the video procession to take place. So we invited a chap by the name of Graham
Andrews.
Thanks. We invited a chap by the name of Graham Andrews to come and film the video. He runs a small company on the island called Graham Andrews Images. And I had done some work with him before, and his work is really good. He works really fast, and he's got truckloads of experience in what we were busy doing. So it kind of made sense to get him involved. So he was free for a particular day. We told everybody that was the day that you could get to the studio and do stuff. And then literally we just sat back and waited. And, we weren't sure if anyone was going to walk through the door.
Right.
Some people apologized, couldn't make it, had left the island for a couple of months or a couple of weeks or whatever it was. It's around that end of peak season time where some people go home to their respective countries. But we were amazed. Virtually the entire day, people just came stumbling through the door.
Right.
I mean, we were running around.
Right. So, I mean, the end result was a great song with at least 20, possibly 30, musicians involved, and a music video, which is available for download and on CD and DVD. Yeah. And okay, so what's happening to the money that is raised from sales of the CDs and the DVDs?
Well, what we did is, because Love Aid Phuket is a charity organization, through them we found a sponsor that was going to print up some hard copies. Now, the hard copy consists of a CD with 2 tracks, actually, our track and a track written by a Japanese fellow called United, a lovely soft jazz song.
Okay.
So if you buy the pack, you get a CD and the DVD. So the CD with 2 songs, the DVD of Shine a Loving Light that we had made in the studio. Love Aid Phuket found us a sponsor to print up the disc, the sponsor being the Phuket Meditation Center.
Okay.
They had raised money, they heard the song, they wanted to get involved. They loved the song, so they got their patrons to club together. They raised X amount of money, they gave that to us, and we had this pack printed up. The next problem was getting this thing distributed. But again, Phuket is Phuket, and people always want to help. The British school got hold of us and said, well, the parents want to buy the thing, so we'll stock it at the school. Woody, that owns the sandwich shops, 3 sandwich shops on the island, he phoned immediately and said, listen guys, get that thing to me. We'll stick it up in the shops and we'll push it that way. And then obviously you can come to Legend Music and you can get it. Now, all the funds that come in either via the website for the download of the song or from the physical sale of the units gets channeled directly back to the Rotary Club of Petong Beach. And the reason that Love Aid Phuket chose the Rotary Club was because they are a global organization of volunteers, which by default means that there's no overheads.
Right.
So by being involved in Love Aid Phuket, we were really, really confident that all funds channeled to them would go 100% to other Rotary clubs in Japan and in southern Thailand, where they can put the money on the ground directly to the people that need it.
Right.
So that's exactly how the funds are being channeled, through the Rotary Club.
Okay. So the initial, the initial run of CDs and DVDs, you've got at least 100 for sale, I believe.
Yes. The initial run is a limited run of 120 discs, and they sell at 500 baht a disc. There's a few left, so if anybody out there wants to buy some, contact us via www.loveaidphuket.org and buy the CD or download it.
Right. Okay. And of course, sponsors are still welcome to come on board and contribute to helping make more DVDs. CDs.
Absolutely. I mean, Love Aid Phuket is meant to be an ongoing project, and certainly the people in southern Thailand will need assistance for a while to come, and we all know that Japan is going to need assistance for years and years and years.
Right.
So if anybody wants to contribute to pressing up more CDs or getting involved in the studio in some way, we're always looking for sponsors that we can help us drive sales and raise more funds for these people that just have lost everything.
Right. Sounds great. Now, eventually, there will hopefully be a kind of live presentation of this music and bringing the musicians together again. But I understand that they're still waiting for dates and venues to be fully confirmed.
Yes, the concert is scheduled now for somewhere towards the back end of May. We have a venue in mind. We're waiting for the date to be confirmed, and we're expecting answers on all of those things probably by the end of this week.
Right.
Songkran has just been, the country kind of closes down over that period. So probably next week, you could expect to see some headlines in the press around when the live event will take place and what it's going to kind of consist of. The whole plan was to put on this carnival-styled event where in the afternoon there would be kids entertainment, and in the evening there would be adult entertainment is probably the wrong word, but live band entertainment by adults.
Right, okay, by adults. Okay.
And famous people. So, the style of the event is meant to be kind of like Live Aid, where there are big Thai stars, big local stars in Phuket, and the not so big.
Right.
From Thailand and Phuket.
Right.
And it's this whole melting pot of different styles of music and various art forms, mimes and clowns, and it's going to be a wonderful day for pretty much the whole family to get out and just enjoy this.
Right. Okay.
And yes, hopefully we'll at some point get to perform "Shine a Loving Light" with the bulk of the people that came in to record it.
Okay. I know, Rob, you're also working on another project which is going to have some involvement here as well. So you've got a band. You're in a band called Dark Fibre.
I am indeed. I am now. I've kind of got roped into this band, but glad I did because it's really good fun. We have, I think both of our opinions. We have the best singer on the island with us, so that's really great. In fact, possibly two of the best singers on the island. So that's really great. We kind of play disco music, bit of rock. But it's really, I think it's going to be a great show, and looking forward to having a chance to play.
Okay.
I haven't played for a while, but it's really great fun.
Okay, and a bit of dressing up as well, perhaps.
Possibly, yeah. I might leave that to some others, but it will be worth watching. That's for sure.
We're trying to get him to wear his gold bikini, but he's not having any of it.
No one's got enough money to pay me for that.
Great. Okay, well let's just a quick reminder for people. So we've got a DVD and a music CD available, which you can buy physical copies of, or you can download from www.PhuketLoveAid. No, that's wrong. It's loveaidphuket.org, and that's available now, and it's also available here at Legend Music, at Woody's Sandwich Shops, various locations. There's one in Patong, a couple in Chalong, and one near Laguna, and at BIS International School. So check it out. Go look at the website. Obviously, you'll see the video here on this program. But go ahead, make a donation, and do something good for Southern Thailand and Japan. All right, well, guys, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck with the project, and looking forward to seeing you on stage when the event gets finalised. Give us some updates whenever you have them. Yeah.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
If everything's wrong or everything's right, well, it don't matter. If we take less time thinking of ourselves, look out for each other, 'cause we all
When we stand together, we are strong.
For each other, it doesn't take very long to